Welcome to the 10-Minute Car Sales Talk Podcast, where it's all about life in the car business. Telling you like it is, here's the man with the plan, Terry Cameron.
Welcome back to another episode of the 10-Minute Car Sales Talk Podcast. I'm Terry Cameron. This is going to be another Buzzer Beater Friday, and we're going to talk a little bit about that same old thing that we talk about almost every week, and it's called the sales process. At my dealership right now, we are training on maximizing gross, and we know it gets tougher and tougher every year. The markup in new cars is almost nothing. Pre-owned vehicles have to be priced online at next to nothing just to compete with the next dealer. So it does make it tough. Well, one of my salespeople told me that one of the problems he thinks we're having is the sales process is old and stale. It's just the same old, same old. And I kind of agree with him. I mean, we've been playing the same game for decades, and our customers start to learn these games. They know the process. They know what's getting ready to happen when they come to the dealership. But we need the process. We need that structure. Now, to keep it from being stale, well, that's up to the salesperson. You've got to add your personality. You don't have to be a walking, talking robot. You have to remember to ask the proper questions so you can give a feature, advantage, benefit presentation. You can't just wing it. And if you're that salesperson that's just walking through or going through the motions, then yeah, it is a stale process and it is a problem. But let me ask you this. If it weren't for the sales process, now when I'm talking about the sales process, I'm talking about greeting the customer properly, building some rapport, and investigating their wants and needs, doing a hell of a presentation and demonstration on that $25,000, $35,000, $55,000 vehicle, then writing them up, negotiate and close. And then, of course, after that, you want to follow up. So as I was saying, if it weren't for the process, what would we have? Your process? Well, guys and gals, you need to know this. If your process is the one that works, go for it. But it hasn't worked over the past several decades. You need some kind of guidance. You need that process. Now add your personality to it. Put a little zing in it. It doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be the same old, same old. But you do have to follow those processes because the customer is going through a process also, and that's called the buying process. They have to like you. If they like you, they'll listen to you. If they listen to you, they may believe you. And if they believe you, they buy. And if the other thing is, if they like you, they'll be honest with you throughout that process. So don't throw it out the window. Don't blow off the process as being something old and stale. The thing the customers don't want when they come to the dealership is to work with a salesperson. They just don't want to have to deal with them. So don't be that normal salesperson. Follow the process, add some personality, no bullshit, just personality. And you'll be amazed at what happens at the end. Because you know what they came to the dealership for in the first place, and that's to buy the damn car. So don't buy into the other stuff. Don't buy into the salespeople that tell you that it's old and stale, that the process doesn't work, because that's not true. Try it. This is going to be our last weekend of October. Let's make it a strong weekend. It's getting nice and brisk out there. Customers are coming in a little fired up. Let's have a great weekend. The sky is the limit. I'll see y'all next week.
Thanks for listening to this week's podcast. Please rate it on iTunes and visit the 10minutesalestalk.com website to send an email. We appreciate your valuable feedback, and don't forget to share the show with a friend.